was snoozing. I couldn't get out of bed, not gonna lie. It was too comfy. But I'm here now. So we're gonna start on our knees. I'm gonna do a bit of wrist mobility to start with. So hands nice and wide, so make your fingers grip into the mat. And we're just gonna lean forwards, gently keeping our palms on the floor, but just rocking forwards and backwards. So again, keep your fingertips pushing into the floor and then just gently rocking forwards and backwards. So this routine would be good, especially the wrist work, before doing any kind of strength workout, or if you have sore wrists, if you do it before like a yoga class. This is a good one to do. So we're going to start here. After we've done a little bit of rocking, we're just going to turn our hands out to the side, keep our weight slightly forward, and then we're going to bring our fingertips facing behind, and then we're going to bring it back to the side, and then bring it back in front. Then this time we're going to turn our palms in. This one can be quite awkward, and then turn our fingertips all the way in, and we're just going to hold this position. So you don't need to rock forwards and backwards here, we're just going to hold it, keeping your palms on the hand as much as you can, internally rotating your wrist. Take a deep breath, and then walk it back out. So fingertips facing in, fingertips facing towards the front of the room, and then we go back out to the side, externally rotating this time, fingertips facing your knees. And then we're just going to hold this. So you want to turn it in as much as we can. So externally rotating our hands. Keep your fingers nice and wide still. Again, you can just rock forwards and backwards if you want in this position. Just take a deep breath. Working those wrists, working that strength and that mobility in this range. Okay, drive them back out again, face the front, and then we come back in, internally rotating, all the way in again, and then we're just going to hold it here. It's quite uncomfortable. Take a deep breath, and then walk them back out, palms facing to the front of the room, fingertips to the side, and then back to that externally rotating position. You can rock forwards and backwards here, just going to hold it. And then we'll do one more, internally rotating, and then we'll move it on. So again, bring your fingertips out to the side, face the front of the room, and then back inside, facing inside, and then back. Internally rotating, just holding it here. And relax. So this time we're going to bring our hands kind of like a claw. So you're going to come up onto the fronts of your palms. And then we're just going to make a claw with our hands. So like scrunch your fingertips in, gently put pressure onto your hands, and then you're just going to come up onto your fists. So working that strength here. So make a claw with your hands, bring your fingertips all the way in, and then come up onto your hands. You make a fist. We'll do that a couple more times. So claw with your hands, gentle pressure, as much as you can, and then come up into a fist. Good. Nice claw hands, and then up in your fist. Good job. Let's just do two more. Claw hands. And again. Good, and relax. Okay, so staying in the tabletop position, we're just going to do some shrugs. So you're going to keep your arms straight. This is a really good one to work our upper back and our shoulders. So you're just going to keep your arms straight, and you're going to squeeze your shoulders back, hold it here, and then push the floor away with your hands, kind of rounding your back as much as you can, bringing your shoulder blades away from you. So shrug down, pop your head through, squeeze your shoulder blades, keep your arms straight, and then spread apart as much as you can. And again, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then separate them. Good. We'll do 10 of these. So really exaggerate each movement. Try not to bend your arm. That's a common mistake people do in this position. They bend their arms too much. But we want all the movement from our shoulder blades and our shoulders. Good. Keep your arms straight. Pause at each range as well. So you pause when you're at the end range of this movement at the top, and then the bottom you pause as much as you can. Good. Now we'll do one more. Perfect. And we're just going to walk our hands forward. We're going to bring our hips down. And we're just going to move our hips side to side. Gaze forward. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades, squeezing your bum here. Just up and down. And then we're going to tuck our toes. We're going to walk our hands back into that tabletop position. And we're just going to come into a downward dog. So pushing the floor away with your hands. Maybe pedal out your feet here. Good. And then we're going to go back into that upward dog. So driving your hips down. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your shoulder blades back. And again, just move your hips side to side. We're just going to do one more then. So back into that tabletop position, tuck your toes, and then drive your hips back up. Maybe give your head a little nod, yes or no. And then bring your hips back down. One more time, just side to side. And then lower yourself all the way down. And we're going to work on some shoulder mobility now. So you're going to bring your hands out like a 90 degrees, both of them. Your head is down. And we're just going to lift our fists off the floor. So we're going to do some P&F stretching. So P&F is when we hold it in the air for a certain amount of time and then we relax. So we're going to hold it for 5 seconds and then relax for 5 and then up for 5. We're going to do 5 sets of that. So we're going to do both hands at the same time. So I want you to really get your fists off the floor as high as you can. And we're just going to hold that, push your elbows in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. The harder you make a fist, the higher you go. So really make it a nice big fist with your hand, it's nice and tight. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, keep your head down, lift your hands up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And we'll do one more. So lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so this time you're going to have your hands on your lower back, so staying with the shoulders. You're going to on the lower back, and then what I want you to do is lift your hands off your lower back. You're going to bring your hands out like a T, but your palms are facing up at this moment. And then you're going to turn your palms facing down, then bring your hands over your head. Then we're going to go back to that T, keeping your arms as high as you can. Turn your palms facing the ceiling, then back to your lower back, and then relax. Okay, let's do that again. So you can lift your hands off your lower back. Going to come to a T position, palms facing down, bring it over your head, back to that T, palms facing up, back to lower back, and then relax. And again, lift up, bring your hands out to a T, flip them, bring them over your head, back to that T, flip them to the ceiling, back to your lower back and relax. And again, up from your lower back, to your T, flip your palm, bring them over your head, back to that T, flip them again, back to your lower back, and then relax. So we'll do one more. So up from your lower back, bring them out to the side, flip them, bring them all the way in the middle, back to the T, flip them, back to your lower back, hold it there, and relax. Good job. Okay, bring your hands by your chest. We're going to push up onto our knees, and we're going to come standing onto our knees. So we're just going to work a bit of our mobility in our back. So you're going to tuck your toes. You're going to bring your hand on your lower back, and we're just going to push our hips forward, squeeze our bum, and then we're going to guide our right hand over our head. Take a deep breath here. Then come back up, swap hands, so your right hand comes on your lower back, your left hand comes up and over, squeeze your bum, take a deep breath here, and then relax. This time, so you can either just go to the lower back, or you can grab your left heel this time, think about squeezing your bum, squeezing your core, leaning back, and then push your hips forward, bring that right hand up and over, hold it here, take a deep breath, and then bring it back. And then your right hand now is on your right heel. Think about squeezing your core, squeezing your glute, lean back, drive your hips forward, bring that left hand up and over your head. Take a deep breath here. And then relax, one more each side. So left hand on your left heel, squeeze your bum, squeeze your core, right hand comes up and over. Take a deep breath and relax. And again, inhale. Exhale. Driving the hand above your head. And relax. Good job. So just wag your tail. Coming back into that downward dog like we did. So drive your hips up high. Wag your tail. Heel toe. So one heel comes off the floor, one heel comes up. Push the floor away with your hands. Then lean over into a plank position. Bring your hips down. Again, just move side to side with those hips. And now we're going to move on to some lower body mobility. So just do one more downward dog. Wiggle your hips. Good. And we drop to our knees. So staying in this tabletop position, we're going to start off with some hip cars. So you're going to bring your left knee up to the sky, and this is basically just doing a circle with your hip joint, but we're going to do it nice and slowly. So drive your knee up to the sky, keep it bent. Now keeping your hips down, you're just going to move your left hip joint all the way to the side. So your knee comes out to the side, and then you're going to come all the way into your chest and then back out again. Okay, so we're going to do 3 one way and then 3 the opposite way. So nice and slow and controlled. Get as much range in each direction as we possibly can. Good. And nice and slowly up to the side. Try not to open up your hips too much. You want to keep your hips facing down. And we're just literally moving our knee out to the side. And we're not kind of opening up like that. We're just doing nice, slow and controlled. So once you've done 3 the one way, we're going to reverse it now. So we're going to bring it into our chest. We're going to bring it out to the side. And then we're going to bring it up to the sky. And again, try and touch your nose if you can with your knee. Good. And then out to the side. Back out behind. Then back into your chest. Good. One more time. Back into your chest. Touch your nose. And relax. Shake it off. Now we're going to do the right side. So keep that tabletop position. Keep your hips down. Just move in that hip joint. So I'm just moving so you can see me. So we're going to bring our right knee up to the sky. Bring it out to the side. Bring it in front. Try and touch your nose. And then back up, out in front, so behind. So we're going to do 3 like this. Nice, slow and controlled. trying to get your nose when you bring your knee into your chest. It's quite hard. Bring it out. Remember to breathe. Okay, once you've done 3, we're going to reverse. I think I've done 3. So bring your knee back out. Bring it in front. So you're going to try and touch your nose. Bring it out to the side. And then bring it behind. And again, bring it in front. Bring it out to the side. Bring it all the way behind. Bring it out in front. Good, we'll do one more. Bring it out to the side. Bring it behind. And bring it in front. Good. And again, tuck your toes, wag your tail, come into that downward dog, move side to side. Push the floor away with your hands. And then roll over into a plank position. Bring your hips down. Think about bringing your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And then just side to side. Then push up back into that tabletop. Now we're going to move on to some hip flexor stuff. So we're going to bring our right foot forwards. A nice long stance. Think about swooping that left knee forwards. Think about keeping that core nice and tight. And with the back leg, I want you to think about squeezing that glute. Now we're going to drive our hands up to the sky. And we're going to do some PNF stretching again. It's going to be slightly different. So we're just going to bring our hands up to the sky. And the PNF stretching is coming in to like a little back bend for 5 seconds. And then we're bringing our hands down and just holding it for the remainder for 5 and then back into it, okay? So, or you can just hold it. So, inhale, bring your hands up to the sky. Little back bend. Think about swooping that left knee, squeeze that left glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, keep squeezing that left glute, keep your hips forward. Take a deep breath. Inhale, bring your hands back up again. Little back bend, squeeze that left glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew, a bit hot now. And again, drive your hands up, take a deep inhale. Swoop that left hip forwards. Squeeze that left glute. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew. Okay, let's do one more. So hold it here, take it, inhale, bring your hands up over your head. Squeeze that left glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, place your hands down. We're just going to drive our hips back now. So coming into this like half split position. And from here, what I want you to do is just bring your hands to the side. So if you see, I'll swap sides so you can see. We're just going to bring our hands on the right side of our leg. And we're just going to lean forwards as much as we can. So again, going back to some PNF, what we're going to do, we're going to reach forwards for 5. And then we'll just relax into the stretch for 5. Okay, so bring your hands to the right hand side. And when you're in this position, I want you to think about pushing your heel down to the floor, but bringing your heel towards you. Keep your toes up to the sky. So you're ready? So keep pushing that heel towards you and bringing your hands away so you get a little bit of a nice lat stretch. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Bring your hands in, just relax into the stretch. And then again, we're going to bring our hands away. We're going to push our heel towards us for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is really quite spicy, this one. And then relax. And again, bring your hands away. Push your heel into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We'll do 4 of these. Okay, so relax into the stretch. And then one more, push your heel down, bring your fingertips away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then just come into like a flossing position, just to shake it off a little bit. Quite intense. And then we're going to do the other side now. So bringing our left foot forwards, coming into that lunge position. So drive your hips forward, forward and down. Swoop that right knee forwards. Think about squeezing that right glute, squeezing your core. Take a deep breath here, settle in. We're going to drive our hands up to the sky on your next inhale. We're going to add a little back bend, squeeze that right glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, the longer your stance, the harder it's going to be. So you can play with that. Do what you find is either pushing you or comfortable. And again, inhale. Reach your hands up for 5. Squeeze your glute for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just settle into the stretch. Take a deep breath. And again, bring your hands back up. Swoop that right knee forward. Squeeze that right glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, bring your hands onto the floor. Drive your hips back. Now it's the same thing. So we're bringing our hands on the outside of that left leg. I want you to think about driving your heel into the floor, bringing it towards your body, and then reaching out with those hands as much as we can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a deep breath. And again, reach out for 5, push down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, reach as far as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, we'll do one more. Get ready. Reach forwards for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, just floss forwards and backwards. That one is quite intense. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we don't need a block, but if you have a block, a yoga block, then it's going to be handy, but you don't actually need anything. You can do it without a block, but I like to do it with a block. So we're going to lie on our side. We're going to bring, if you have a block, just bring it into your knees. If you don't worry about it. And then we're just going to come on our side, so a bit like, call on me, a bit like that. Anyway, keep your knees together. We're going to work the internal rotation of our hip this time. So we're going to push our knees together, and we're going to lift our left knee is on top and our right knee is on the bottom to start with. We're squeezing that block. If you haven't got the block, just squeeze your knees together. And then we're just going to bring our knee, keeping the side action on. So I don't want you to open up your hips. I want you to keep side on, and I just want you to lift your left knee as high as you can while pushing your knees together. We're going to do this for 5 seconds, and then we're going to relax, and we're just going to do 3 sets on each side. Okay, so lift that left leg up, push your knees in together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, push your knees in together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And again, push your knees in together. Last one. Get that foot as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, now we're going to swap sides. Okay, so pushing down, bring that right foot up on the floor. So ready, push down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Lift it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, last one, hold it, push it, get as high as you can for 5, 4, and relax. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna, last couple of exercises. So the next one we're gonna do is working our abductors. So we're gonna bring our feet together, let our hands just come behind us, bring our knees to the floor, and we're just gonna lift our hips off the floor in this position, bring your weight for your hands, and we're just gonna guide our pelvic bone to our heels and then back again. So just doing little pulses back and forth. And then while we do this, I want you to think about pushing your knees down at the same time. So just back and forth. We're just going to do this for about a minute. So just back and forth. Keep pushing your knees to the floor. Nice deep breaths. If it gets too much, you can just relax and just hold pushing your knees down if you find it too much weight for your hands. So that's over halfway now. So keep pushing your knees down, keep breathing. And last breath here. And then just bring your bottom back down onto the floor and then just give your knees a little wiggle. And we're just going to finish off with some neck mobility. So just cross your legs. You can come on to a cross-legged or you can come into your knees. We're just going to bring our shoulders away from our ears. Bring your hands onto your knees. And we're just going to look over to our right shoulder. Look over to our left. And again, look over to your right. Look over to your left. Now, I want you to sit on your right hand. And then I want you to think about pushing your right shoulder down to the floor while bringing your left ear to your left shoulder. So keep pushing that right shoulder down. Put as much weight through that hand as you can. And in this position, you can just kind of, wherever's tight, kind of go towards it. So if you feel you're a bit more tight when you bring your head forwards, then stay there. Or if it's when you come back, stay there. Or you can just kind of work through it. Rock it side really gently and slowly. And then think about lifting your chin up to the sky at the same time. Take a deep breath here. Good, and relax. So we're going to sit on our left hand this time. So push your left shoulder down to the floor. And then bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Same thing, wherever you're tight, go towards there. And think about lifting your chin up to the sky. So you can just have a little play round. Just feel a nice stretch in the side. And slowly come back out. And there we have it, our full body mobility session done. Again, I'm sorry that I was running late for this live this morning. It won't happen again. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up, it really helps. Also, my 12-week program is out, so it's for beginners who want to improve their mobility, flexibility, and also get strong. You can do it at home, you can do it in the gym. The link will be in my bio, but have a lovely day. See you.